This is the Brooks Launch 12, one of the cheapest performance trainers Brooks makes. But this year, it's heavier, it feels more premium, and it has the same midsole as the Brooks Catamaran 4. So the big question is, did Brooks improve it or ruin the value? The Launch has always been Brooks' lightweight, affordable, no-nonsense daily trainer. The Launch 12 keeps that idea, but Brooks have clearly tried to move it slightly upmarket. So let's break down what's actually changed from the Brooks Launch 11 and who this shoe makes sense for, whether you want to use it as a lifestyle shoe or for running. So let's look at that all-important midsole first. We have 35mm in the rear foot, 27 in the forefoot, giving you an 8mm drop. We saw in the Launch 10 we had a 10mm drop, dropped down in the Launch 11 and stuck at 8mm in the Launch 12. We've got the DNA Flash nitrogen injected midsole. So in the rear foot we've got the V1 version, and in the forefoot we've got the V2 version. Now the V2 is what we see in Brooks' premium trail running shoe, the Brooks Catamaran 4. It's a really snappy midsole, so the rear foot is better absorbing impact, and then the forefoot is better at springing you forward, so it gives you a lot more bounce and a lot more responsiveness. So there's a real snap to this shoe. And unlike most shoes in the market, it's not moving up towards more that max stack range. You still have a really good ground contact feel with this shoe, which is something that can be said very little about most shoes on the market. It's got a nice flexible forefoot, and underneath we got some rubber grip. Maybe not the best traction in the world, especially if you're in wet or slippery conditions, but still relatively good considering the price that you pay. Now it is marginally heavier than the Brooks Launch 11, but it is an extremely lightweight shoe, especially when you compare it to the other premium shoes within the Brooks range like the Glycerin or the Go 17. So you get a very lightweight, snappy, quick shoe underfoot that's quite flexible, and on top of the shoe we've got a much more premium upper compared to what we saw on the Launch 11. So it has much nicer feel to it, it's very breathable, it's still got a normal width in the toe box, it's a true to size and length. You've got a nice padded tongue here and plenty of cushioning around the heel counter, which is relatively rigid. So it has a nice little groove in it for those of you with Haglund's deformity. The rigidity of the rear foot will help control those pronation moments. Underneath the shoe, it's relatively narrow in the midfoot, but does widen in the forefoot to give you that extra stability underneath your foot, but still classify it as a classic neutral shoe, as there's minimal sidewalls around the heel or in the midfoot. So who should buy the Launch 12? Well, if you want a lifestyle shoe that's relatively light underfoot, for walking short to longer distances, this is an excellent option. Just keep in mind the traction isn't exceptional on this compared to some of the more premium models that Brooks offer. It's also an excellent option if you want to stand for long periods of time and you want a quality shoe at a cheaper price. And when it comes to running, this is an excellent option if you want to do 0 to 10k runs, because it's lightweight, it's snappy, it gives you a great ground contact feel, and it comes in at a great price as well, which you can check in the link below. What this shoe isn't, is it's not a premium comfort focused shoe. So if you want much more max cushion and premium feel with a heavier weight, you might look towards the Glycerin 23, which we have a review of. If you want a slightly lighter neutral shoe that's relatively quicker underfoot than the Glycerin, then you might look towards the Ghost. I think this honestly sits just underneath the Go 17. It's really snappy underfoot, it's really fun to run in, but just doesn't give you that longer distance protection, but is an excellent option to have in your rotation. But let me know your thoughts on the shoe in the comments below, and if you're interested in checking out the prices, we've got links to Amazon in the description. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.